was making a $10,000 per year mistake, a miscalculation that over 3 years before retirement would cost him nearly $30,000 in lost tax savings and far more in the future. This strategy minimizes the total tax burden from contribution to distribution across 2 generations. This story is about a Roth gone wrong. A 67-year-old, 3 years from retirement, was making $560K in W-2 income and told me he had been maxing out his Roth 401k. As he was providing additional details, I blurted out, "Stop contributing to your Roth." He was making a $10,000 per year mistake, a miscalculation that over 3 years before retirement would cost him nearly $30,000 in lost tax savings and far more in the future. Roth accounts are fantastic, but for high earners with specific goals, they can be a tax trap. I'm going to reveal the 3 tax factors that flip this strategy and how I saved him tens of thousands of dollars on one phone call. This is why personal finance is so personal. The initial, most obvious mistake. Our client is 67, making $560K a year, which places him in the 35% tax bracket. If he contributes $30,000 to his Roth 401k, he pays the 35% federal tax plus state, right? And gets 0 upfront tax deductions. If he contributes $30,000 to a traditional pre-tax 401k, he gets an immediate deduction worth about 35%, saves him $10,500 in federal taxes this year, plus whatever he saves in state taxes. Since he told me he has more than enough in rental income and brokerage accounts, the math is simple. Take the massive tax savings now, when your income is at its peak. But the argument to go pre-tax is dramatically strengthened by his retirement goals. He wants to be a major philanthropist in retirement and start his own charity. Once he hits age 70 and a half, he unlocks one of the most powerful tax maneuvers available, the Qualified Charitable Distribution, or QCD. The QCD allows him to donate more than $100,000 per year directly from his pre-tax IRA to a qualified charity. This creates the ultimate tax-free trifecta. Upfront deduction, he contributed the money and got a 35% deduction on it today. Number 2, a tax-free growth. The money grew tax-deferred for 3 years. And number 3, tax-free withdrawal. When he pulls it out as a QCD to give to charity, it is excluded from his taxable income. He is funding his retirement, getting a huge upfront tax break, and fulfilling his generous charitable goal, all while avoiding tax entirely. This is a game changer for his new charity, which he can fund with over $500,000 tax-free in the first 5 years of retirement. Now, a critical technical caveat here: QCDs must go to a public operating charity. They are generally disallowed for donor-advised funds or private non-operating foundations. This needs to be checked when he establishes his new charity. Another important point. So, his heirs are in a low to moderate tax bracket. If he leaves money in the pre-tax account after his charitable donations, those funds will eventually be inherited by his siblings and nephews. When they take withdrawals from the inherited IRA, they will be subject to ordinary income tax. However, since they are in a low tax bracket, let's say 12 or 22%, the tax paid by them is vastly lower than the 35% plus state tax he would have paid if he used the Roth. With the Roth, he pays the 35% tax now, makes it tax-free for them later. Pre-tax, he gets a 35% deduction now, and they pay a small 12 to 22% tax later. This strategy minimizes the total tax burden from contribution to distribution across 2 generations. When I explained this 3-part strategy to my client, he literally logged into his brokerage account while we're on the phone and changed his contributions from Roth to pre-tax. This is a perfect example of how you must analyze income, personal circumstances, and future goals to truly find the optimal tax saving strategy. Hey, my name is Arash. I help people create plans to pay less in taxes. Did you know if you like, subscribe, and comment on my videos, you will automatically save 10% in taxes? Okay, that's actually not true. Also, I need to let you know that none of this video should be taken as tax advice. However, I would love to give you individualized tax advice. All you have to do is schedule a consultation on my website, link below.